Hello! Happy Friday! Woo! We made it to Friday. How's it going? Congrats, Dark Passenger, on the Fry win. I guess with 77% chance, I would hope that you would have won. Hey, Zab. How's it going? Hope y'all have... Hey, Evil Bud. Hope y'all had a good week. Mine was nice and quiet today. Work was quiet because every other country I worked with had it off today. So I work with people in Canada, I work with people in Finland, and I work with people in India, and they all had Good Friday off, which I thought was strange for India. I'm pretty sure they're not Christian. Well, not all of them. Majority aren't Christian. So, hey, Iowa. Happy Friday to you as well. Good evening. Are y'all ready for more puzzle solving? Are you going to help me solve these puzzles? They are, and I'm curious to see where... This is a weird village. It's a very curious village. Also, I got a comment on one of my YouTube videos that I am not pronouncing the name of the town correctly. Like, I was calling it Town Mystery, you know, it's like... But it's like, now I can't remember what it is. I'll see it when I see it, I'll get it right. Hey, Rose, how's it going? Quite the puzzling adventure. It has been. It has been. You going okay? Well, I'm glad you're doing all right. Ooh, I guess we're going to start with arcade mode. Well, let me do my spiel. As always, we can take a break and play a game like Nibbler off the arcade machine. It does not have to be Nibbler. It can be any of the games on the arcade list. And if I beat the high score, I'll put your name on the high score list. Oh, just the regular Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game? You can do that. Yeah, there's 2 of them on there. Hey, Snowy! Alright, well, I guess that's what we'll do. One of the things I like about this game is it does previously. It gives us a recap of where we are in the story when we pick it back up again. No, out of 184 games that I've played, none of them have done that until we got to this one. And I think that's cool. All right. Mr. Mad Mothy wants us to start off with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in arcade mode. Dragon Quest 11 does that? All right, well, we got to get to Dragon Quest 11. I want to say, what are we on? We're on Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior 3, I think is the game we're on right now. But yeah. Hopefully it'll win. Well, actually, the next vote we do, Neil's going to be picking the games. I don't think he'll pick an RPG. Unless it's South Park, The Fractured Butthole.
Do what?
Oh, we were talking about Dragon Quest. And the next game in there. Oh, that was loud. Oh, thank you, Mad Mothy, giving a sub to Iowa. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the gift subs lately. Yeah. And thank you for gifting to Snowy, too.
You couldn't go to Dragon Quest 11. You have to start with 1.
Our Dragon Quest goes to 11. Yeah, we've done 1 and 2 already.
Oh, okay.
So in the United States, it wasn't called Dragon Quest at the beginning. It started as Dragon Warrior on the NES. And we've played 1 and we've played 2. So. well, now you don't have to. Thanks to Mr. Mad Mothy. You're gifting out the Happy Fridays. Dishing out the Happy Fridays. There you go. All right, well, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is very much like any of the other beat 'em up games like The Simpsons and X-Men. It's very much in that vein, and because of that, let me the high score is 34. But let me put that on there. Are you saying there's a remake of Dragon Quest 11 and you can play it in 2D or 3D? I know they've done 1 and 2 and 3, right? That are like that. I want to say the Octopath Traveler style, which is kind of pseudo 3D 2D. There you go. Yeah, you have to have your what is the command? You have to have your Neil. You have to have those, right? Yeah, if you didn't know that was a command, that's a command.
That's my command.
That's your command.
Well, it is my face.
It is your face. That's true.
A fashion face. A face full of fashion.
All right, let me find Turtle Power. There it is. Make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, I always thought it was weird that, what's her name? I want to say Wendy, and then I'm like, it's not Wendy. Is it Wendy? Who's the girl in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? April. I don't know why I said Wendy. April, well, my instinct was right. I'm not correct. April on the marquee there, see right there on the marquee, was a real person. And I always thought that was weird. Why didn't they just animate it? Like, the marquee on this game was weird. All right, shall we play it? Shall we play some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? All right, here we go. I think they say... So I'm going to play one of each turtle, okay? I think they say April here at the beginning.
Fire! Hang on, April.
Hang on, April. Wow, I did terrible. Hey, pass! Well, 22. We're gonna have to try again. 80th. Hey, Merrick. Hey, Damok. All right. Shall we try it again?
Cowabunga!
I thought we had the one where we could multi-select. All right, so hold on. I guess I'm going to have to play this one again and then I'll have to switch to the other one. I'll have to look. Let me look for the, I'm going to write that down. I'm going to look for the 2-controller Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like I did that for Simpsons and it was much better. So, no, it's okay. I'm sorry you're having some drama. I'm doing well. It was a nice, quiet day. Got some work done, so that was good because it was quiet. All right, let's play.
Fire! Hang on, April.
Tell her to step off. Oh, I'm sorry, Pass. That's no fun.
Dang it. You've been sick all week. Oh no. Yeah, I hate being sick. I hope you feel better soon, Pass. Oh well. Still 23. What'd I get, 22 last time? So we'll have to try it again. '79th. All right, let's try it again.
Cowabunga! Fire! Hang on, April.
Boo.
Cowabunga! Fire! Hang on, April. Attack!
I don't know how to beat him anymore. Ah. Oh well. Sorry, Mad Mothy. We're gonna have to try it again some other time. I will look for the other ROM that'll allow me to play the other turtles too. I wrote that down. I probably won't get that for next stream, but maybe by Sunday's stream. Because there's not much time between this stream and Saturday's stream, so I just don't have that much time. Oh. All right. All right. Let's play some Curious Village. Our story so far. Yeah, it's like ranking without an actual high score. After witnessing Raymond's abduction before their very eyes, Luke and Professor Layton are shocked to see him return to Reinhold Manor on his own. Busy with the murder investigation, Inspector Chelmy warns Layton against meddling any further. However, Layton is confident that the Golden Apple and the morning's murder are linked to one another. Finally free to move about, Layton and Luke begin their search for the Golden Apple in earnest. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Since you've come to the town hall, I strongly advise you to follow town procedure and solve this puzzle. Odd equations. Oh my, it looks like someone has been writing nonsense on the blackboard again. It turns out, though, that under certain conditions, these strange equations are actually correct. 8 minus 6 equals 2, 8 plus 6 equals 2. Assuming the above to be true, what does 7 plus 6 equal? What? What? All right, well, so normally 8 minus 6 is 2. 8 plus 6 is not 2. It is 14. Can I write on here? 14. So what's 7 plus 6? Oh, 7 minus 6. It's 14. Okay, so it's basically saying... Oh, so are they saying maybe that whatever the minus is also the plus? So it would be 1 because 7 minus 6 equals 1. Therefore, 7 plus 6 also equals 1. What do y'all think? I go, Dymox says 1. All right, I have someone who thinks it's also 1. So we're going to go with 1.
Luke, here's my answer.
Yeah.
Another puzzle solved.
Another puzzle solved. You are correct. This puzzle is using time as a framework for the calculations. If you take 6 hours away from... Oh, I wouldn't even think about that. If you take 6 hours away from 8 a.m., the time becomes 2 a.m. Move forward 6 hours from 8 a.m. and the time becomes 2 p.m. Therefore, if you add 6 hours to 7 a.m., you should arrive at the answer 1 p.m. You can, of course, reverse a.m. and p.m. So I was, I was also wrong, but it worked out. It was about time. Exactly. Thank you. That will do nicely. Now, please vacate the premises. Wow. And then he kicked me out. Well, does he have more? I know. If you don't have a form to file or further business here, I strongly advise that you scram. All right. He's such a nice guy. Yeah, I totally didn't get that earlier. Yeah. Nothing can be good. Nothing good can be said about that tower. I heard it's all sorts of scary. You should stay away. Yep. Where are we going? Oh, we're just asking around town. All right, well, let's go this way. I don't know how big it is, honestly. Oh, this time I've really had it. I thought up this great puzzle, but I couldn't find anyone to tell it to. 120 puzzles? So we're almost halfway there. You have at your disposal a large number of tiles, like the ones shown below. If you were to make these tiles, if you were to take these tiles and try to make a square, what is the fewest number of tiles you'd need? Oh, I was like, it's already a square, but oh no, it is not a square. Well, it would be, what's 12 times 5? Right? 60, right? And so that you would have 5 across one way and 6 across another because it's 10 inches. And so, so 5 times 6 is 30. So it'd be 30 tiles. Final answer.
That should do it.
What? I used math.
How embarrassing.
That's not the answer. Try approaching the puzzle from a different angle and see where it takes you. Interesting. Thought that was correct. Is there another way to do it?
What did you answer?
I said 30 tiles because you would have 6 across one way and 5 across another. 5 times 6 is 30. Good quote there, Mr. Madmonty. The cube has a square at the base. Well, it does. Yeah, it does have. It says it's 0.5 inches at the bottom too. Yeah, I guess you could. Are you saying we could stack them this way?
It still wouldn't be a perfect cube if you that way.
If you
It's
stacked
square
them this way,
because they're
you would
still-
need
they're
20 of
rectangular.
them. Right? You would do 20 to stack them like this,
It wouldn't be.
and you would have a square.
Wouldn't be a cube though.
No, you don't need a cube. You need a square
You're talking about putting them.
on its side because they're 0.5 inches.
Yeah.
And then I could put them, the shortest one would be 10 inches. So I do 20 of them. And that would be a square as well.
But no, it'd be a rectangle because one side is 10 and one side is 12.
No. Like, let's say we face them this way. And then the top would be a square because they're 0.5 inches thick. And I would have 20 of them. And that's 10 inches. So it'd be 10 inches by 10 inches. No, it's not 1 because it's 10 by 12. I'm going to say 20. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Kind of? All right, well, we're trying it. Let me try it. 20.
That should do it.
Yeah, it was 20.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
So, yeah, so you're right. It's like this. Yeah, here's the example. If you set them up lengthwise, then you'd have 20 of them, and that would be 10 by 10. So see the diagram?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the key to this problem is realizing that the tiles have depth to them. And once you understand that, you have a third dimension to work with, and the rest should fall into place. Yeah. There you go.
Although there is no good reason to put those tiles like that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. That makes no sense.
That is not any. That is a.
Well, see, that's
nonsensical
why
tile.
they're planning of you not to think that way. That's why it's a puzzle.
Well, presumably they come in boxes
Yeah.
for transport.
Yeah. Oh, come on. I was all ready to tell you the answer and everything. But no, you have to go and ruin it by answering before I said it was okay, didn't you? Didn't you?
And you drop the tiles on him?
Yeah, exactly. Have you considered the strong possibility that you might be a jerk? Wow. He's not very grateful for me solving his puzzle. This lady just like laughs at the guy. Tee hee hee. Who are you looking for this time? Want to rest for a minute and solve this puzzle? I don't know. For this girl's mean. Two corporations have put out help wanted ads. Aside from the information below, the two companies' offers are exactly the same. From a purely financial standpoint, which one should you work for? Company A will pay you $100,000 a year and give you a $20,000 raise yearly. Company B will pay you $50,000 every 6 months and give you a $5,000 raise every 6 months. Okay. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty good. If in 2008, making $100,000, that's pretty good. All right, so let's look at it after. Oh, I can't draw on this. I like it when I can draw. Well, Neil got me a notepad this time, so I can write down. So let's assume after 5 years. All right, so we would have Company A will give you $100,000 and give you a $20,000 raise annually. So we have 100,000, and then we have 120,000, and then we have 140,000, and then we have 160,000, and then we have 180,000, right? So that's after 5 years. We would have well, here, I'm just gonna do it. We would have $700,000. Okay. All right, so now let's look at the other one. So we get $50,000 every 6 months, but we get a $5,000 raise every 6 months as well. So we have 50,000, and then we get what was it? A $5,000 raise. So 5,500, and then so that's year 1. Year 2, 60, 65, 70, 75. That's year 3, 80, 85. Year 4, and then 90, 95. That's year 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is that added up? 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. That's $725,000. So, so in the long run, after 5 years, you would have more money with B than A. So let's go with B. Which I was kind of thinking it was going to be, because usually it's trying to think, you're trying to think around things. Yeah. This misdirection.
Puzzle has an answer.
Nice one. As seen in the image above, if you actually calculate things out, you'll see that the salary for Company B will always be $5,000 higher than the corresponding salary at Company A. So I probably didn't need to do all that for 5 years.
Do you actually go anywhere between these puzzles? Because it seems like they've just thrown like
yeah,
3 or 4
well,
of them
I
at
did.
you.
I talked to a different person. Yeah, I've traveled. Oh, you did it. Okay, I guess I should give you some info as a reward. You know Lady Dahlia, right? She's planning to keep the fortune to herself once it's found. And you've been helping her all along. Don't you feel so dumb? All right, so yeah, so we're just sitting here talking around to people. Where's the fun in running around town trying to help other people? Don't you feel so dumb? She is mean. I don't like her. We could go in here. We talk to these people. Hey, you two. You guys like chess, right? How about it? Want to sit down for a game? No, we don't have time. Too many queens. In chess, the queen can move the full length of the board diagonally, vertically, or horizontally. See if you can place 4 queens on the 4x4 chessboard. There's a catch, though. You must arrange the pieces so that no queen blocks another's line of movement. Good luck. Alright, so basically... So this person, it can move diagonally, horizontally. So then we'd have to do like this. Diagonally, horizontally. And then it would have to be like... Diagonally. Yeah. Alright, so where to put this one? Ah. Yeah, don't cock block the queens. Exactly. Go into a gay bar, gay bar. I'm gonna put that one there real quick. Oh, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Huh. Full length of the board diagonally, vertically, and horizontally. What if I did this one here? So now, this one can't do that one, or that one, or that one. Now this one can't do there, there, or there. And if I did this one has to go here. Right? And it can't go there. You see it? You see it? Okay. Okay, can't go there, can't go there. What if I did this? Dang it. No. 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 There. No, dang it. There. Okay. No, no, no. No, no. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay. Submit.
There we go.
Don't give me the answer, Dimok.
Another puzzle solved.
Nicely played. Chess queen problems like this one have been around for over a century. This is a relatively simple variation of this type of puzzle. Consider it an introduction to the genre. Very nice. You two are no amateurs, I see. Don't worry, next time I'll have a harder puzzle for you. Too many queens. Back for another match, eh? I just knew that you two were a bunch of chess fanatics. Nevertheless, this one won't be easy even for a pair of chess fiends like you. Too many queens too. In chess, the queen... okay. 5x5 chessboard. Oh, same problem. think I got it. Thank you, Dr. Worm. Hope you're doing well. Wait for the new Professor Layton game. Yeah, I heard they're putting a new one out. All right, looks like I got it. I can't see anything that's overlapping.
Luke, here's my answer. Another puzzle solved.
Exactly, Flaming Baguette. Hey, Flaming Baguette. This one was a bit tougher than the 4x4 version, wasn't it? Actually, it was easier. There's more than one answer for this puzzle, so if you really want a challenge, search for an alternate solution. That's okay. Wowzers, looks like I'm gonna have to think up a harder puzzle if I want to stump you. I can't wait for you two to see my next puzzle. Well, let me guess. Too Many Queens 3. It's about time you two showed up, so you're ready for a little chess. Too Many Queens 3. Alright, let's try something a little different this time. See if you can arrange 3 queens on this 5x5 chessboard so that no more pieces can be placed on the board. So basically, if another piece gets placed, then it will get captured. Okay. So Alright, so we got the top, and we got the bottom, and we got that, and we got that, and we got that, and we got that. So do we have everything with this? I don't... Oh, no, we can't do that because those cross. But we could do that. The problem is... No, we got that covered. Could something get placed here, though? Yes. What if we placed, instead of placing this here, if we placed it here, then we won't have it solved either. All right, so is we still, what if we placed it here? The problem is now we don't have... Oh, no, we have that one. But do we have that? We don't have this solved for now. More Diet Coke is required, obviously. Okay, if we placed this here, okay, we have the bottom. Oh, we don't have this whole side now, so that won't work. But maybe, what if we did that? Oh, that can't work either. Okay, so we have the first 3. We have the top. We have that. Yeah, so all of these are covered. All of this is covered. What about that? That's not covered now. That's why I liked this one in the corner, because you had that diagonal covered as well. Alright, so now we have this covered, we have this covered, this covered, this covered, this covered, this covered, this covered. So we only need to see if these 4 are covered. This is covered. This is covered. This is not covered. Right? Unless this was a knight. So, what if we moved... This one isn't covered, right? Yeah. This one is not covered. What if we move this guy here? So now that's covered. But this is no longer covered here. I feel like this is going to happen no matter what we do, right? Unless we can kind of cover all 3 diagonals. What if we did this? Oh, we can't do that. You've never played... Well, this has nothing to do with chess, really. It's just that the queens can move diagonally or horizontally. And then if you put any other piece, it would get captured, right? All right, Lemon Square wants me to change into Bowser. Neil, do you want to come over here and talk? And if you want to try and solve the puzzle.
No,
You're not interested in chess? I used to play chess. I was never very good at chess.
I'm not interested in Professor Layton. I'm not interested in... This is like a horror movie. Here, do this puzzle. Here, do this puzzle. Sorry if I know all of y'all like this, but it's I wasn't playing Bejeweled at the moment. Probably gonna go do that in a minute, but I was earlier tonight, yeah. But it's just, No, because that would be me playing it, and I can't imagine anyone tuning in to watch someone play Bejeweled. I wouldn't do that. I'd played chess years ago, but I'm not very good at it. In fact, somebody told me they didn't want to play me because I was so bad that it confused them. So, I was throwing their game off. But
that's what would happen with me. I'm just unpredictable.
No, you're pretty predictable. I live with you.
Not for chess. We've never played.
No, we haven't. I don't think we have a chess set, actually. I think I have a checker set somewhere.
Oh no, I have.
I have backgammon. I know I have
chess.
I know I have backgammon. I think if I was going to play something on stream, I'd play like some bad electronic Monopoly. Like I can remember bad electronic Monopoly in the 80s. It's like, why are you putting this game on a computer program?
I remember Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, that would be fascinating, probably. Watch me.
Neil played Pokemon? All right, I'm now curious to see if anyone's playing Bejeweled right now on Twitch.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, someone... Oh, no, those are videos. There's only one person. They're playing music. They're playing Always by Bon Jovi, and they're not playing Bejeweled. And it looks like it's in Portuguese. So there you go. Oh yeah, Family Feud. I remember Family Feud too. Yeah. Yeah, we'll check at the end of the stream and see if anyone's playing Bejeweled.
To me, it's only Family Feud with Richard Dawson.
Yeah. Right. Wow, you heat up my seat when you sit in it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It was pretty warm when I sat in it.
Yeah, I guess, Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Now we do have all of these. Wait, we have it. This is it. This is the solution. Oh, no, we can't have this be the solution because this blocks this. And therefore... Oh, wait, that doesn't matter, right? I'm just going to try this and see what happens. Oh, no, I guess that's... because those two... Okay, so now we have this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So we have to worry about this row, and this row. So this row is covered here and here. It's covered here, covered here. We do not have this square covered. The only way I can see that is to do something like this. And now we have this covered.
Do you have it smothered?
Oh, but we can't because these are across from each other. Dang it.
Dag nabbit.
Dag nabbit. Huh. Got that. We 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 got that. And then we've got... Oh no, we can't have that. Okay. So now we have these. Got that. We got that. Or... We got that. We got that. Got that. Gosh, we always have one that we can't get there. Zuma Deluxe. Neil was looking at Zuma Deluxe yesterday. He thought it looked interesting on Steam. That's what he's playing. He's playing Bejeweled. Which Bejeweled are you playing on from Steam?
This is Bejeweled 2, I think.
2?
Or it's either Bejeweled 2 or Bejeweled 2 Deluxe.
No, it's this one we can't get to. What if we put... No, can't go there. Because that would be that.
I wanted something that was non-committal.
Yeah. Okay.
And this to me is relaxing.
All right, so we have this row covered. Now this row we have covered here, here, here. Okay, I think we got it. This is it. That's the solution.
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
Good job. Some people probably stumbled across the answer to the puzzle while they were working through the 5x5 chess problem. No. That was harder. Yep, that's the answer, all right. But just wait for the gem I'll have ready for you next time. It's going to be so hard, I'll knock your socks right off.
Is this on DS or is this...
DS. Yeah.
Did they not animate on the DS?
No, you could. I mean, they had... Spirit Tracks had some 3D animation and stuff. I guess it just kind of depended on the...
I'm just wondering why we have like the two synchronized slide projector animation going on.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's just the style they wanted to go with. You know, if you go with this, it's probably less memory to do it this way.
Yeah.
It kind of just depends on what you're trying to do.
When did this come out?
2008, I believe.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing that this would have been acceptable in 2008.
Yeah. Good day, fellows. Did you ever track down Raymond? Indeed, we did. Thank you for your assistance in the matter. Good to hear. Well, since you're here already, why not take a load off and rest for a bit? What's this? Oh my. Where did I put that measuring cup? Oh no, not a measuring cup puzzle again. Is something the matter? I have 16 quarts of water that I want to divide into equal portions of 8 quarts apiece. The problem is my measuring cup seems to have grown feet. Can you think of a way I could use these 7 and 9 quart pitchers to divide things up? Here we go again.
Ooh. Has 7 and 9 quart pitchers. If you live in a country that uses these sorts of measurements.
All right, somehow we did this before.
This is not something that's available.
Yeah. All right, so we have 7. What do we need? We need 8 and 8. And so we can store that there. And then we can pour the 9 here.
Where was the 16 quarts of water? Just all in the first one?
Yeah. So we have 2. We need to get... What's wrong?
I said, where was the 16 quarts of water? Was it all in the first one?
Yeah, it's all in the first one. All right, let's restart this. All right.
I mean, because the obvious answer is divide that in half a certain number of times.
Yeah, but you can't do that. You have to, because you really have no measurements. So now we have 2 in here. 7, 7, 2. Ugh.
16 quarts, that's what? 2 gallons of water?
Well, we need to get 8 and 8. Oh wait, I could take the 7 and put it back in here in that 14. And then if we poured this into, if we poured the 2 in here, and we poured the 14 in here, we have 5, and then we have 6. No, we don't. Crap! I never learned how to math. All right.
I mean, this is not
I've
any way
restarted.
anybody would do that.
Yeah.
And if he's in a, what is he, a baker or a restaurateur?
It's a restaurant.
No restaurant only has 1 measuring cup.
Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no, that's what I wanted to do. Because then I went to 14. And then I could go... Let's think about this. If I went in here... That would put 7. Now we have 7 and 7. If I put this in here, we'd be back to 9 now. If we put the 7 back here, well, we'd be back to 14.
I mean, I know you hate me saying this,
What?
but this is totally a why would you do that situation.
Yes.
I mean, like, you can tell this is made for children because no one with any life experience would accept this as a plausible situation.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's restart. Hmm. We want to pour 3. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we have to put 8 and 8 here. Okay. How do we get... Got 4. 8 and 8, right? Hmm. What if I put 7 back in here? And that would put 7 over there. Now just have the 2 there. Hmm. 7 to 5?
25 or 6 to 4.
25, 6 to 4? Yeah, that gets us 14. Now, if I were to move this to there, we'd have 7 and 7, right? But if we were to move that... Hey, Rock. How do we get 8? How do we get 6 out of the 14? Well, if I poured this into here, and then what if I poured this over here? Now, then we're back to 9. What if I poured this over here? Shit. All right, restart. Do you think go to that? See, that doesn't matter either, right? Because we could have just been there. Okay. You can, if I'm okay with giving a hint. A hint would be okay, but don't make it obvious. Now that I've asked for it. Now that I've asked for it. Because this has kind of stumped me. I mean, I could pour this back here. That gives me 14.
You want a hint? Look
And
both ways
then-
before crossing the road.
Yeah. Yes. I did that. So now we have 14. And then... yeah, I can move that over there. And what would that give me? That would give me... I move that there. And then I pour that into that. That would give me 5. Right? Or I could pour it into here. And that would give me 9. Yeah. So you think move 14 to 9? That would give me 5 here. So then we would have 5, 9, and 2. And we need to get to 8. If we pour this 9 onto the 2, that would leave us with 6, right? That would be 6. 9 on the 2. 9, 8, 7, 6. Yeah, so if we did this, and then we did this. Oh shit, that doesn't leave us with 6.
8675309.
Seven to 5, that would give us 12.
Word problems.
Well, so for... if we pour the 12 onto the 7, we would have 5. Move 4 over to empty. That would give us... alright, so then that would give us 9. And 7. Yeah. Unless we poured the 4 back to here. 12 to 9. What would that give us? That would give us 3. I don't know how that helps us. then we're back to 9 and 7. Unless we put the 9 on the 4, and that would give us 6. Is that right? 9 onto 4 would give us 6. And then 7, 7. Oh, wait, we need to get to 8. I keep thinking we want to get to 6 and not 8. So if we put the 7 back there, that will get us 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That would give us 10. And then if we did that, that doesn't give us anything. We still have to get down to 8 and 8. You think 6 to empty? And then if we did that, if we did 10 to 9, that would leave us 1 over here. Or we could do 10 over here, and that would leave us at 9. 10 to 9, that leaves us 1. Well, if we, yeah, and then if we put 9 to 6, that gives us 8. And then 7 to 1 is 8. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, that was crazy.
Every puzzle has an answer.
If you shift the water back and forth long enough, you'll eventually end up with 8 gallons in each pitcher. The shortest possible solution requires 15 moves. We had to have had much more than 15. That was crazy. Ah, genius. Now that you've done it for me, it all makes sense. I wish I had someone like you in the kitchen. Oh, I meant to mention this earlier. I heard a rumor that the kidnapper lives in that tower. You know, I've never heard anyone say anything good about the tower. Make sure you keep clear of it, okay? Am I glad to see you, Professor? I seem to have got myself into another jam. I know you're busy and all, but I just can't find the answer to this puzzle. Well, here's another one. Apples to oranges. Some careless delivery man loaded 2 shipments of fruit into the wrong warehouses. As you can see in the picture below, the oranges are currently in the apple warehouse and vice versa. Can you correct the mistake and put all the fruit in its proper place? Is this like a... How do we... Can we not... Oh, I see.
These are the laziest NPC characters ever.
I mean, this is just gonna take some time. I don't like how it's counting all my moves.
There we go. Every puzzle has an answer.
Fresh fruit for all. Ah, so that's how it's done. Thanks again, Professor. How long are we going to stay in this cafe solving puzzles? Okay, you two. We've had some good times together, but this is the last puzzle I've got for you. But don't be sad, because I'm about to drop a beast of a puzzle on you. I guarantee you won't be able to guess your way out of this one. So are you ready? Not really. Too many queens 4. This is a full board. In chess, the queen can move fully diagonal. You have 3 queens positioned on an 8x8 chessboard. Place the remaining 5 queens on the board so that no piece blocks any other's line of movement. This is a tough one. All right, well, we know. There we go. And we know. There. And we know. There. And we know. There. And we know. There. Alright. Let me check. Dot. 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 Oh, nope. That doesn't work. That didn't work either. All about the diagonals, honestly. See, that doesn't work either. Diagonal. 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 Oh, no, that doesn't work there either. Ah. Welcome back, Dimok. It was trial and error. Well, we know which rows and columns you can't, do, right? So it's like it does kind of limit in that sense, right? So I can't do that. Can't do that. Well, that has 3. All right. So we can't go there. So that's fine. This one is fine. That's fine. Okay. See, but that can't go there. Can we go there? We can't go there. Can't go there. We could go here. And then this could go way over here. Alright, so that's okay. This is okay. This is not okay, because we have this piece right here. What if we switched them? So now... Ah, but we can't be there. We switch these. That's... No, okay. Okay, there. There's fine. Oh, no, we can't across from that. Rah! Well, he said this was the last chess one. Oh, but he can't. It's literally right there. Okay. 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 This seems to work. Submit.
There we go. Critical thinking is the key to success.
You got it. Since 3 queens were already placed before you began, there's only one possible solution. Wow. What's that? You think there's more? That it'd be more interesting if you had to place all 8 queens by yourself? No. Check and mate. You've done it. I knew you two were chess masters under it all. It was much from very first match. Alright, I'm all out of puzzles. That's fine. I'm fresh out of puzzles. Boy, there were a lot of puzzles in here.
This game has really made me wish for something.
What is that?
For 2 gullible people to walk into my life and solve all my problems for me.
Huh? It's still locked shut. Just when will this place open? I wouldn't get your hopes up. The gate's covered in dust. Don't think anyone's been here for a long time.
That's what WD-40 is for.
Let me guess, it's a puzzle to solve? Huh, it's still locked shut. Okay. Okay. I guess we could go back this way. Hee. If you really want to understand Saint Mystère, that's the name, Mystère, you'll need to search the village thoroughly. Good luck, fellows. You'll need it. He's gone. Let's look at our room real quick. Okay, he's starting to get... He still doesn't have a bed, which is kind of a problem. Oh yeah, those weirdly shaped sandwiches. I forgot about that. All right, we got a few more pieces to this puzzle as well. Looks like it goes right there. I don't know if that goes right there. Oh, it does kind of look like it goes right there. Corner piece. Well, I guess it has to be that corner, right? Oh, we're very close to solving this picture. Does it not fit there? It looks like it fits there. Oh, there was another piece underneath it? What is going on here? There we go. Why can't I go back? It's like this isn't rotated right. And I can't rotate it. And I can't get out. This is not good. All those puzzles we have solved. Oh, there we go. It's like, get me out of here. Why can't I get out of this?
Can you hit back?
Well, yeah, I can create a save state. But I think I'm screwed.
Isn't there back right there?
Yeah, it's not taking it back.
Oh.
I could try the controller. But I don't know if I have the controller connected. Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think I glitched it somehow.
Brain and brain. What is brain?
Yeah. Here, let me do another save state real quick. Thanks, Iowa. Config, controller config.
The ID10T error?
Do what? Yeah, I can't go back. I could try resetting it and reloading the save state. Idiot error? Oh, okay.
The ID10T error.
ID10T. Yeah, because these aren't working. All right, so let's we're gonna reset it, And then we're going to load the save state. Yeah, it still won't let me get out. Crap. I think of what I could do.
You restart it?
I just did. Problem is we haven't really saved. Yeah.
Well, you should always save often.
Yeah. Now I'm kind of stuck in this screen.
Do you need to just drag things from the other screen to that screen?
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying. Yeah, usually you hit the switch button and it switches it back. I think if there's anything I could do.
Sounds like a memory leak.
No, I think what it is it's gotten into a state where it was like I couldn't rotate one of the pieces wasn't rotated correctly. I guess we could do Professor Layton. What is this? Pitcher lockup. Soft lock. Well, why don't we let's play some Fry's Quest and I'll see if I can Google it while we're on break. Exclamation mark join.
Welcome to Neil's Deals. All our coupons expired last week.
I'm ready. Let's go. This store reeks of capitalism.
Ready for battle.
Do you know they ship these with rat poison? With really tiny labels.
Ready for battle.
Really? With those shoes? You've got to be kidding me.
Ready for battle.
Find anything?
No.
Give them hell, kiddo.
All right, I'll be right back. See you in a second.
to Neil's Deals. We're not satisfied until you're not
I'm
satisfied.
ready. Let's go. This store reeks of capitalism.
Ready for action.
Ready for battle.
Ready for action.
Good luck. You'll certainly need it. Welcome to Neil's Deals. Where else you gonna go?
I'm ready. Let's go. This store reeks of capitalism.
Ready for action. Ready for
battle.
action.
Ready for battle. Ready for action.
Those monsters
We're
stole me
closed.
lucky
Get
charm.
out of here.
Back. Congrats, Merrick. Well, so the bad news is, yeah, we were soft locked. There was no way out of that. So I have reloaded And I've actually gone back and solved 4 puzzles already in the break. So puzzles we already have done and were pretty easy to solve, right? Yeah, well, I mean, we already solved all of them, right? So unfortunately, yeah, we're just gonna have to kind of redo the puzzles. So I've already done his puzzle and her puzzle, and I think that was it for these people. So, but we're gonna have to redo all the chess ones. But hopefully we can do it real quick. Now we're gonna have to do too many queens. So
What I said about the bar, too many queens.
too many queens. Just trying to remember how I did this before.
So I have a question for all of y'all while he's doing that. And I'm asking honestly, what is the attraction to this game? Like I'm not understanding. Like it's not particularly cutesy. A lot of the characters you meet are super annoying. I mean, you can get a book of puzzles. The animation is terrible. What are you talking about? It literally is the slide animation that I was describing earlier, where they would fade out. They would like have 2 projectors, and they would light one up, change the slide on the other one, fade the first one out, fade the other one in, change the slide on the first one, and do that over and over and over. So they sort of slowly crawled across the screen. Like that to me is the lowest form of animation ever. I don't know. This one seems a lot like work.
Oh, shit.
And I don't see this necessarily Studio Ghibli reference there either. I mean, I've watched enough
Here's
of
my
that to
answer.
know what it looks like.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Would you rather see your husband struggle in another game like Echo? Says Arcade Bear.
I mean, y'all do that to him anyway, so. I mean, if it were up to me, there would be no more.
No games.
No more
Just no games.
No more DS games. No more Game Boy games.
All the Nintendo consoles out.
Not all of them. The actual consoles can be played. The handhelds cannot. You overblow my hand. He's having to go back and redo them.
Yeah. Yeah, we soft launched earlier. No, I've been enjoying this. So Neil just doesn't like a challenge, I think, is what it comes down to.
No, I don't like the games that are slow.
That are slow.
You're not making any progress. You're doing a bunch of puzzles and not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Obvious you have to go to the damn tower and see what's going to happen there.
Yeah, you just want to zoom right through the story and
It's-
not have any of the game.
Well,
The game is a puzzle game.
To me, the puzzles are not the story of the game. They're
That's
puzzles.
true. They are kind of... Yeah, but
It's-
it is a puzzle game.
It's a town of people who want to pawn their work off on you because they have no thinking of their own.
See if I can remember this one. I might be able to go back and just look real quick and see.
And to be fair, Tex Panda, like, my parents wouldn't get me any of that shit. Right? I didn't get anything like that until it had been out for a while. And they would never have gotten me something I could carry around like that. Because then I wouldn't be paying attention to whatever I needed to be paying attention to.
Well, we didn't really have these
The o-
type of games anyway.
The only handheld game I ever had was a Game and Watch.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think I have the solution here. So it was here, here, here.
Luke, here's my answer.
And I mean, please don't get me wrong. These are just the things I see in the game
Every puzzle
that are
has
bothering
an
me.
answer.
I don't expect it to bother anybody else.
Yeah.
I know y'all like these things. Complete mystery to me why, but the cookie clicker.
Yeah, the cookie clicker game. Yeah, that would be funny.
I don't even know what that is.
You just sit there and click the mouse.
Haven't you already played that game? Those mouse clicker games? Or is this even more basic than that?
It's pretty basic. It's an idle game. There you go. I forgot what those were called. Alright. This next one was kind of difficult. So I was trying to go back to my VOD and kind of see if I could figure out what we did.
I mean, I only ever had 2 consoles. You've seen them both on stream. The Atari up there. The NES that he plays with is mine.
Yeah.
And like, I got the Atari when they made the cost-reduced version in the early 80s. Not, there was never a first adopter in our house. And the NES I got, I'm sure after the price dropped.
You probably should just be playing Pong and be happy.
No. See, you do this to me a lot, Sugar. If I overstate you saying anything like this, you get mad.
I'm looking at what we did last time to solve this and following along.
I can't remember because I think all I had to say about it was this is not a situation that would
Yeah,
exist
that
in
you would ever
reality.
find yourself into. I do? I'm thinking about it. I took the 7 and put it here, and we had 14. So then I moved 2 over there. Yeah, good point. Let me make sure
I mean, and I should also say that most of these puzzles that you've had in this game, except for the word-based ones, are stuff the math teachers would give us.
Yeah, I mean, the chess, you know, she wasn't probably giving you any chess stuff, right?
No, but like this kind of thing you saw all the
Yeah.
time. That's why I keep saying word problems.
Yeah. Yeah, we already solved this one. Yeah, we had a soft lock, and so we're having to go back and resolve it all. So I'm actually looking at my VOD from earlier.
Well, I don't think this is particularly cute.
Yeah, I think this would be hard for
especially with Professor Layton pointing at you all the time. And nice to say, not 50-year-old plus. Yes, thank you for reminding me I just turned 50. It wasn't completely obvious to me when I woke up this morning.
Like I said, I'm looking at the VOD now.
I guess kudos to all of y'all for having something like this that you consider enjoyable, because all of this was the kind of stuff that they tried to give us as educational material.
And please don't take Neil's dislike of these games as that you shouldn't suggest these games, because I actually do enjoy these games.
Oh yeah, no, look.
Don't take his.
These are just my sort of little opinions. I shouldn't.
Yeah.
I should just say take them all with a grain of salt. I'm never trying to discourage y'all or anything. I mean, I do certainly want to see some games other than others.
He was genuinely curious, why these games appealed to you.
Yeah, because so far I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
That would have super interested me in any way. If I'd seen this in a store, I'm not sure I would have picked it up. I mean,
That should do it.
really the only gripe I really had with
Another puzzle
Pokemon
solved.
was that they always were, fighting in the exact same setup. And they couldn't even be bothered to flip the image. For, variety.
Pause that. All right, so let me do the apple apple orange one. Oh shit. Well, I guess we're doing the queen one.
And we should all be honest with the whole Pokemon thing. Is they really phoned some of those in.
All right, so I am looking at the VOD. I see what I did last time, so I'm just throwing the pieces on exactly where I put them last time. So if you're just joining us, we had to go back and redo some of these puzzles. And so I'm just trying to get through them as fast as possible so we can resume the game. Yeah, I was thinking that Arcade Bear as well.
Yes, save often.
Yeah, I probably need to start saving more often.
Or here's an idea. They could have put autosave in this game. It had only existed for...
Yeah,
I don't
after
know.
every puzzle would be nice for them to do an autosave. Yeah.
It only had autosave in computer technology.
Well, this is the
25
DS.
years before this.
It's the DS. They didn't. They had limited memory to. They only have 3 save slots there.
Well, you know, the only game that for many years that I ever saw that saved was Zelda. Was the first one to put the battery in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I expect them to have many more new Pokemon that are better, because if you could leverage AI to do anything, it would be to create Pokemon.
That's funny.
And also, it's never my intent really to upset y'all with any of this. So, you know, if I'm doing that, just tell me.
That should do it.
There we go.
Another puzzle solved.
Okay, I think we're all caught up now.
He comes too close to you when he points, too. Kind of creepy.
It's not even the 3DS yet. It's just the 2DS. At least if it were the 3DS, his pointing would be in like 3-dimensional.
Yeah, I don't know that that would make it better.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, J Fries and I have completely different temperaments.
You think?
Like, I can't understand how he enjoys some of these.
I get less frustrated, I guess, than you do at games.
Well, that's true. Certainly.
I have more patience than you do.
Unless it's a stealth game, then you have none at all, which is hilarious to me. You can put up with all of this, right?
Yeah.
But then, like, if it's a stealth game, you feel like you have to race through it for some strange reason.
What's nice about this is that it is pretty kind of easy.
No, this is easy.
I mean, I guess not.
This what I'm doing here.
I
is
guess
easy.
I guess easy is not the right word. It's more like, it's very kind of, there's no jumping. It's kind of low key. Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, sure is. What a dish, what a doll, what a honey. Gals like that are pretty rare, I tell ya. Yep, Oh yeah, I didn't get the coins. That's okay. We've been doing pretty good.
I guess at the end of the day, it's life is enough of a puzzle, right? And I guess that's not something you experience as a kid. Or most people don't, I guess. I kind of did.
I feel like we've gone this way, but we'll check.
I mean, that's what I've always said. You know, he laughs at me because whenever anyone talks about virtual reality, I just say, "Isn't this one enough?"
Yeah. Yeah, the next game we're going to be playing is New Super Mario Brothers. This one, I guess, really won't count because it's on a handheld, but we're going to play it anyway.
Nice.
All those Kirby games, you know the Kirby games?
I liked
They
the ones
started on handhelds.
I know they did, but I liked the ones that were on the consoles better.
Yeah. Yeah, I already have actually, it's pretty easy. I already have it set up, and I have everything ready to go. That's true. I played all of them in the main story. I didn't play all of them. There were others that I did not play. I go to the Wikipedia and say what's in the main kind of storyline, and then which ones are kind of like offshoots, and I didn't play any of the offshoots. Andrea's really nice, but she comes up with some tough puzzles. Yeah, I don't know why Epic Yarn wasn't on there. They must consider that an offshoot.
Well, I mean, you can always play it later or something.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like... You mean me, good sir? Yep, you. This flower vase is yours, right? I've been keeping it nice and safe for you. Oh, he must be his friend. He's the friend.
Well, I mean,
Wait.
now you basically have a generation of people that see their phone as, you know, their main computer.
So look at the top screen of the DS. There's someone's legs there.
Oh.
That's kind of creepy.
Slender
Yeah.
Man.
Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Heading towards a handheld. Yeah, I mean, the Switch is both a handheld and a console one. So I think it's someone spying on us. I've never seen anyone just forget something like this while shopping. You're a vase space case. Har har. I'm
What?
sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never seen that vase before in my life. What? This fancy vase doesn't belong to you? So why'd that guy tell me to give this to you? Oh. That must be that guy. The legs. Someone's crazy. What did this man look like? He's gone. The legs are gone. Well, my hat was always was in a way of obscuring certain details for me. It's the worst, I tell you. Har har. But back to the issue at hand. The mystery man wasn't a regular around here, that's for sure. Don't sweat it, though. I'll just give it back to the guy next time I see him. So speaking of flower vases, I know a puzzle I bet you'd like. It's not a hard one or anything, but it's the least I can do for bothering you about the vase.
Why do they all think you want a hard one?
Oh no, it's the shattered vase. Someone knocked over this fabulous vase and shattered it. Fit the pieces together and restore the vase to its original shape. There's one catch. Of course, there always is. Mixed in with the pieces is a single piece from a different vase. Of course. All right, so, I mean, I guess the obvious thing is to do the lids first, right? And then maybe the base. That. And then this piece looks like it fits. And then this little Batman looking piece looks like it fits right there. And this looks like it fits right there. And so now we have Ohio.
There we go.
Unfortunately, they gave you no glue.
Critical thinking
Yeah.
is the key to success.
They didn't. Good job. Repairing this vase wasn't much of a challenge, was it? Oh, if only fixing things in real life were this simple. You've got a good head on your shoulders. I'm impressed. By the way, you sure you don't want to take some fresh sausage home with you? Believe me, these are some links you don't want to be missing, har har.
You can have a
no
sausage party.
Yeah, no thank you. We're just fine. Too bad. Not to bust your chops or anything, but that deal was a one-time offer. Maybe you'd have said yes if you knew what was at stake.
Like, there is one thing that truly mystifies me here, is why is someone else asking you to do the puzzle, but your party is telling you if it's right or wrong?
Yeah, I don't know that. It does seem weird. Yeah. He really butchered all those jokes. I couldn't agree more, Professor. Right. Huh. Well, did we get the vase? I was confused about that. No, it didn't look like we have the vase.
Well, I mean, it seems like the obvious action to take there would have been to run out the door and see who that was.
Yeah, I know.
Instead of standing there and doing some puzzle.
What kind of lout just throws trash on the ground? I'm gonna pick it up. It's an old newspaper. Honestly, you'd think that everyone would know that trash goes in the Wait a second. You have to come take a look at this article. Well, would you look at that? It seems to be Inspector Chelmy. Ah, look at that. Chelmy hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chelmy hailed as brilliant. Okay. Chelmy celebrates each successful case with his favorite treat, his wife's sweet potato fritters.
What?
Wow, who saw that coming? He's so gruff that I never imagined he had a soft side like that. Just look at that old grump grinning over his plate of sweet potato fritters. I know he was fussing over nothing when he said he hated sweets back at Reinhold Manor. Huh, that's right, Luke. He did say that. How very curious. Who's this dude?
It's your mom.
Doesn't look like my mom. So, is it true that I'm hearing about the two of you? Are you really running about town in search of Reinhold's fortune? That's correct, sir. Currently, we're in search of a close friend of Baron Reinhold's. We believe he has entrusted this friend with an important note. Gracious, that's quite a search you have on your hands. Oh, excuse me, my name is Archibald. Gus, the Baron and I were great friends, thick as thieves. we used to have the most amazing conversations late into the night. You think that perhaps I'm the one you're searching for? Yes, I think so. What luck that after all this searching, we should bump into you in a place like this. I have one question. Do you recall ever receiving a small note or a written message from the Baron? Huh. No, I don't remember ever receiving anything of the sort from Gus. But he did give me a fine desk that once belonged to him. It's at home. Maybe it holds some kind of clue. The Baron's desk, you say? Excellent. Would you like to come over to my house and take a look at it? You are most gracious. If you'd be kind enough to allow us to look at it, we would be very grateful. I'm sure Gus wouldn't mind two fine puzzle lovers such as yourselves looking over his desk. Huh. Actually, let me impart a few pearls of wisdom on you while I've got your attention. Focusing on your case is all well and good, but if you don't solve some puzzles, you'll be sorry later. So make an effort to find puzzles around town and just solve the ones you can. Take it from this old-timer. It's good to stop and smell the puzzles sometimes. Alright, I'll get off my high horse now. Let's head on over to my house. Follow me.
No, I've figured it all out now. It's a cult. It's some sort of weird puzzle cult.
It's a puzzle cult. Well, it's a whole town that's full of these puzzle pults. This is Gus's old desk. Take all the time you want to examine it. Splendid, Luke. Let's get right to it. Okay.
It's going to turn out that Reinhold is the leader of the cult.
The cult.
And has sent all of these people to intercept you with these puzzles.
There's nothing in here. Let's look someplace else. How about the bottom of the drawer?
How about the false bottom of the...
Oh, a note. X marks the spot.
Oh.
It seems to be a note. It may point us in the direction of the golden apple. What do you make of this X? I'm afraid I just don't know at the moment. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just received a call for you from the innkeeper Beatrice. It seems she's concerned about one of her lodgers, and she'd like your thoughts on the problem. Well, we'd best go help her. Thank you, Archibald. Now, off to the inn we go, Luke. I guess let's talk to him a little bit. You can really be you can't really be finished so soon, can you? Not really. Look, Professor, here's a hidden puzzle here.
Marvelous.
Knots. In front of you are 4 tangled lengths of rope. Mark the ones you think will form a knot when you grab them by the ends and pull them taut.
This makes me think of the knot store in Portlandia.
Oh, I see. There's multiple ones.
Fine curated knot.
Yeah.
Or-
I think A. Don't think B will. I think C will. And I think D will. Prevent. Final answer.
I think I've got it.
Nope. Was wrong.
I'm
Wah,
so
wah.
embarrassed.
Take a good look at each rope. I still don't think B will. I do think A will. Right? Oh, yeah. I don't think D will because it's underneath that one. Yeah. So maybe it's just A and C?
I think I've got it.
No, it's not A and C.
I'm so embarrassed.
Let's see. It's under and over.
Maybe it's just A.
Well, I think A, B, and C would. I'm not so sure about D because the second loop is. They're both over top.
Yeah, on D, they're underneath. Or yeah, they're over top the other one. Right.
Whereas the other ones appear to have one on top and one on the bottom.
Yeah. But see, B doesn't look like, because of where B is. See, here, you gotta look at this one too. See how this one's underneath here and here?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you're just gonna
Well,
pull
then-
those open and it's not
Then
gonna
it
do
would be A, C, and D.
I don't think D will either because of that.
Well, no, it loops around. It will pull to a simple knot there.
Okay.
It's just not going to have this other action going on.
All right. Well, good night, Flaming Baguette.
Oh, good night, Flaming Baguette.
See you next time. Good luck or have fun at the concert. So you're thinking A, C, and D, Neil?
Yeah, from what I see. Well, wait.
I think I've got it.
It's too late.
No.
You're wrong.
No. I think that might.
I've
Right.
let you down, Professor.
No. Wrong.
I'm thinking it may just be A.
Well, they don't really tell you how many there might be. We could ask for help here from these fine folks. But...
I definitely don't think it's D. Maybe it's A and C, or did I already try A and C?
I think you tried A and C.
Yeah. Let's just try A.
I think I've got it. I've let
Sure, you could show the
down,
hints.
Professor.
Yeah, we'll do the hints.
Although it'll probably just say something like, "Look at the rope."
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm worried about. It's just going to say, look at the rope. Have you tried looking at the rope? It's difficult to work out all the tangles and turn of a rope in one glance. You'll have better luck if you keep the shape of a simple knot in mind and inspect each part of the rope individually.
Well,
Take a look at rope B. If you start from the right end of the rope and examine the first loop you'll encounter, you'll just notice that the two strands of the rope are just lying on top of each other. The same goes for the loop on the left side of the rope. There's no way this rope would knot up. So I think we already established B. Oh no, we said B. So B doesn't. And we're thinking D doesn't either. Maybe D does. I mean, A definitely looks like it does, right? Because you pull it here, and then it's going to loop in here, too. A definitely looks like that. You want to do one more hint? You're costing all my coins. Only one of the four ropes will actually knot up when pulled from both ends. rope B is already out. Now, which one will you choose? So it is just one. Do you think it's...
Didn't you try A by itself already?
I thought I tried A by itself. Yeah.
Let me look at him again.
So maybe it's C.
It'd help if I had a piece of string.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's going to...
Yeah, I don't think it's D either.
No, I don't think it's D. I mean...
So let's try C.
You would get some of it, but not all of it.
How does this sound?
It was just C.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
The only thing you need to do to solve this puzzle is look at it. Yeah. Why
Well,
didn't y'all just look at it?
It's not quite that simple.
However, I know. However, the images themselves are complicated, so it's easy to get confused. It would be fun to test all the various configurations with actual pieces of rope. That's what Neil was suggesting. Ooh, that puzzle was no pushover.
Well, that's why, like, learning to tie knots out of a book is so difficult.
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't know how lucky you are that everything's on a video now.
All right. Well, I guess we have everything. Where do we need to go? Go talk to Beatrice. Okay. Where was his house? Oh, his house must have been right there. Welcome back, Professor. I've been so looking forward to your return. Thank you. Was there something you wish to discuss with me? Oh my, yes. Listen to this. One of the guests here just performed a doze and dash routine on me. That man's gone, and so are all his things. I'd like you to bring him back. I'm a businesswoman, after all. How can I run a business with scoundrels skipping out on the bills like this?
Are there no police in this town?
Guess not. Would you mind if I looked around this man's room? Please do. Look at all you want. Here, I'll show you in. Oh my goodness. Yuck.
Oh.
What an absolute pigsty. This whole place stinks of smoke, and there's trash everywhere. Beatrice, can you describe this guest's appearance for me? Well. Oh my goodness, he has giant horns? He had a sharp mustache, and it was pretty clear he wasn't from around here. That was obvious.
Was it the QAnon shaman?
A mustache reeks of smoke. Oh, do you suppose she could be talking about Inspector Chelmy? Inspector Chelmy? Isn't he the self-appointed windbag who's been up at Reinhold Manor? No, that's not him. The man who stayed here just looks so much more evil. He was wearing a long trench coat. I'm sure you know the type. Oh, where could he have run off to? Sorry to ask this, Professor, but would you be a darling and find the thief who skipped out on his bill? I suppose we have no choice.
I'm glad you're here, Professor Layton. Solve all my damn problems.
Yeah, I know. That's the game.
There is no real way to fold fitted bed sheets, Arcade Bear. I mean, you can kind of do it, but like you could never really get them.
Yeah. Honestly, how are we going to make progress on our search for the golden apple? Things aren't looking good. No one knows anything about the item in question, and we have no leads. I'm beginning to wonder if this golden apple that everyone is in a flap over even exists. Now, Luke, I wouldn't say we're without any leads, think, my boy, there's a place in Saint Mystere that every villager has warned us to stay away from. What do you mean? The tower, Luke.
Rapunzel.
No matter who we ask, no one seems to know a thing about the place. But suppose for a moment that the tower has something to do with the golden apple. Then it follows that the people of Saint Mystere, scared to draw near the tower, wouldn't know anything. Of course, we need to investigate that tower. The tower marks the far northern border of Saint Mystere. Let's search the road north of the market for a route to the tower. Search the village for a path to the tower. Hey. Nothing good can be said about that tower. I heard it's all sort of scary. You should stay away. Yep. Oh, okay. We've only played... That's true. We've played only Assassin's Creed 1. Good day, gentlemen. How's your investigation coming along? I can't imagine it's much fun asking questions all day. So how about a puzzle to liven things up? The sound of silence. Which of these words doesn't make the sound of silence? Note, rhythm, rest, treble, chord, scale.
Which of them doesn't what?
Which of these words doesn't make the sound of silence? Well, wouldn't rest be the sound of silence?
Yes.
Oh, wait. So which of these words doesn't make the sound of silence?
So it would be all the other words. Yes.
Well, we have note, rhythm, rest, treble, chord, and scale.
Treble is a range.
Yeah.
Notes are what is played.
Yeah.
Or chords are what is played.
Yeah.
You can play a scale. That is a scale of notes. And a rhythm will be...
Well, see, all of those don't make the sound of silence, right? Unless they are talking about the song Sound of Silence, in which case all of them work.
These words doesn't make the sound of silence.
Yeah, doesn't make the sound of silence. Like a note does not make the sound of silence.
Technically, none of them, because you would be speaking each of those words.
Yeah.
A rest represents silence.
Yeah.
All the other words represent some kind of sound.
Yeah.
Notes and chords, though, are probably the only ones that
Yeah.
are active. Well, scales. Those are things that would actively be played.
Played. Yeah. Treble is just kind of part of the...
Treble is just a range of notes.
Yeah.
The higher pitched
The higher
notes.
pitched notes, right? They're not bass notes.
And rhythm would be just sort of the pattern of the
Pattern
notes
of
played.
notes. So rest? Rest seems like it's the only thing out of the ordinary.
Well, rest is the only thing there that does make the sound of silence.
Yeah, so that doesn't make sense, does it?
You're trying to do not the sound of silence.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to be circling other words than rest.
Oh, so you're thinking I circle multiple. No, it only lets me circle one at a
It
time.
only lets you circle one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. I would say note.
Note.
Out of what's there, I don't know what they're looking for exactly.
Yeah.
You can play chords, but
Well, all of
chords
them are
made
made up
notes.
of notes, right?
Scales and chords are made up of notes.
Yeah. I would say rhythm and treble. Oh, it doesn't seem to be. Well, let's try note and see what happens.
I think I've got it.
No, it's not note.
Oh, I was sure I had it.
Think carefully about the inscription again.
The inscription? What is this, a book that's been
Yeah.
gifted to us?
Doesn't make the sound of silence.
Which of these words doesn't make the sound silent?
Hmm.
I've got no idea what they're aiming at here.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Rock. The sound of silence. Well, rhythm is an interesting word because it has no vowels, right?
Well, it has Y, which is sometimes a vowel.
Vowel, right. Chord. Chord, you don't really pronounce the H. Chord. The H is silent. Rhythm is the same way, right? The H is silent. You have
Yeah,
treble,
You can't pick two things, so
rest, scale. Yeah.
a rest in music is basically the thing that's mute.
Yeah. All right, Dark Passenger, what's the hint? Treble, note, scale. Well, we know it's not note. Think about what letters aren't produced. You mean pronounced? Thanks, Text Panda. Yeah, pronounced. Yeah, so rhythm, chord, treble, scale. Well, okay. So I guess in that sense, so scale, you don't really, the E is silent, right? Chord, the H is silent. Treble, rest. You kind of pronounce every word there.
Every letter.
Every letter. Scale. The E's silent. I guess we could go with rest. And see. Yeah.
How does this sound?
Yeah.
Professor, I've solved it.
Well, what's the explanation?
Yeah. That's right. The answer is rest. All of the other options have silent letters. Yeah. So there's silent letters in that.
Oh,
Yeah, so Rock kind of nudged us in the right direction. Thank you, Rock.
that's
If I remember right, French has a lot of letters that aren't pronounced. I remember definitely H is not pronounced.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I remember that from like learning what hospital. So we say hospital, and it's you don't pronounce any H's in French.
Well, in French, none of the letters matter.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
They have a bunch of letters, but it's pronounced some other way.
Yeah, French does have so much of that. I guess the old advice to write down what you know doesn't apply here. That's just too easy. You know, right now I'm penning a mystery novel and I'm basing the protagonist on you. This is why I've been observing you so carefully. In fact, the more I see of you, the better. So good luck with your search. I'll be watching. That's creepy,
It's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Ew. Ew.
Yeah. Water is pronounced O. That's right.
I mean, I don't hate the game. I don't think about it. I don't feel strongly enough about it to consider hating it, right? I mean, there are inconsistencies in it that I don't care for.
Yeah.
And I don't consider what they're asking you to do to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's more of an annoyance.
You sure I can't interest you in a nice cut of veal? It's a veal deal. Har 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 har.
You can taste the suffering.
Yeah. Well, if it isn't you two again. All right, if you want your fortunes told, solve this puzzle for me. That's just, the shoe is how I walk from place to place.
What makes her think we want our fortune told?
Yeah, I know. She's like the fortune teller. 4 kids were playing, and one of them threw a ball right through your window. Brats, brats, brats. Don't you think I don't know what Vietnam was like? Here's what they had to say for themselves. A, not me. I didn't break a thing. B, okay, I'll tell the truth. It was me. I broke it. I'll pay for it with my allowance. All right, C, don't be mad at A. He didn't do anything. And D said B didn't break the glass. I swear. You know for a fact that the scamp who broke your window is lying. However, an unknown number of the other children may be lying as well. Can you figure out which one of these darn kids broke the window? I know, I hate these too. All right, so we know, that the person who broke it is lying, right? And so we know B is not the person who broke the window. It's not B.
When you were a kid,
Yeah.
did you get more in trouble if they caught you lying?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Don't be mad at A. He didn't do anything. B didn't break the glass, I swear. So it could be D.
You don't understand the usual suspects?
And,
Really?
you talking to me?
No. Rock Blackhorn. Somebody said Kaiser Sose,
Oh, okay.
and he said he's still struggling to understand the movie.
Oh, that movie. Okay. Sorry. Not me. I didn't break a thing. So it could be A. Don't be mad at A. He didn't do anything, I swear.
Well,
I mean, the only one I can think of, it could be D, because we know A is lying.
if you know the twist, it's
Yeah.
sad if you haven't seen it.
Oh, shit.
It's a really good movie,
There
actually.
we go.
No, it wasn't D.
Oh, how
Remember, the child who broke the window may not be the only one lying. Okay, I guess that's true. So, we know it's A or C. She's telling the truth, then it would be A. No, she's lying, it would be A.
I mean, I would watch the film again.
I'm going with A.
There we go.
Although I maybe something is lost in translation.
The
I don't
key
know.
to success.
It's funny, I was going to go with A at first. B and C were also lying about what happened, even though they themselves didn't break the glass. Make sure you give those two a good scolding as well. That's right. You don't lie around here.
Scolding.
There's going to be a doozy of a rainstorm tomorrow. Hang your wash inside if you want it to dry. Okay. Oh, that's right. She's
Lying like that would have been an ass whipping.
yeah. She's a fortune teller. I forgot. Soap in the mouth. Oh, wow. All right, we're going to take a Fries Quest break. Exclamation mark, join if you want to play some Fries Quest. There we go. Oceanic will kick us off.
Welcome to
Ready
Neil's
for battle.
Deals. We're not satisfied until you're not satisfied.
And here comes Rhino Assault. Hope you've been doing well. It's okay, Timok. We just want to give people a chance if they haven't played yet to play. That's why we do that, because only 8 people can play. But in 11 seconds, you can try again. I'm surprised I don't have orange in there. You can always do the
I'm ready.
actual
Let's
color
go.
code
This store
orange.
reeks of capitalism.
All right, there's one more slot open.
Ready for battle.
You buying that? You're braver than I
Ready
thought.
for battle.
Yeah, what would be, let's see, orange, it would be, so you would say hair color
Ready for battle.
FFA500, and that would be orange.
Ready for action.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Oh,
till I
don't
took
do
an arrow
the
in
pound
knee.
sign. Yeah. Well, you can try it at the next store. I'll be right back.
Welcome
I'm
to
ready.
Deals
Let's go.
Deals.
This store reeks of
All
capitalism.
our coupons expired last week.
Ready for battle. Ready for action.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Ready for action.
Ready for action.
Ready
Good
for
luck.
action.
You'll certainly need it. You know, there used to be another shop around here, but he
I'm
died
ready.
in the
Let's go.
dungeon.
This store reeks of
By
capitalism.
accident!
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Ready for battle.
Ready for action.
Ready for battle.
Ready for battle. Ready
Time's
for battle.
up. Have fun watching the floor.
Hello, I'm back. Thank you, Lady Chuckleton, for the raid while I was gone. In fact, we weren't even in the room. I got back and I saw you in the chat and I was like, whoa! So hopefully you're still around. If not, it's okay. Understand. Raiding and running is allowed.
All right.
Yep. Oh yeah, must have missed your join. Dark Passenger. Thank you, Oceanic. You were slow? Oh, okay. Unless you died. Yep, you have an unused potion. Oh, yeah. Y'all may not win. We got 3. We got 4 down. Uh-oh. Oh, but one of the Platinum Dragons is almost dead. There you go. This is going to come down to the wire. Yeah. They may be missing out on some gold. Because the dragon is still getting bitch slapped. Botch. Like that, down to 29. Down to 23. Oof. Oh! Well, this is going to be really close. Oh! Ah! Good job.
Congrats, guys.
Rhino Assault, Merrick, and Rack Blackhorn. Congrats. You got 370 gold each. And Rhino Assault got the right. Hey, Purple Cubby. Hope your stream went well. I'm blanking out on it. The Chaotic Meeples. How did your Chaotic Meeples stream go? It went well? Well, cool. Well, thanks everyone coming in with Lady Chuckleton's raid. Sorry I was on a break, so I wasn't able to properly welcome you in. We are currently playing Professor Layton and the Curious Village. So if you're ready for some puzzle sleuthing, you're in the right spot. Especially for the first stream. Nice. I did pop in. You started like literally right before I was starting my stream. And I did pop in for a little bit and to see how you had it all laid out and everything. So it looked good. It looked good. You know, the overhead shot. And then kind of inset for y'all. So that was good. You know, yeah, I thought y'all were normally you were gonna do it like Thursdays, I thought. Is it gonna be every Thursday? So if y'all enjoy board games, go give Chaotic Meeples. Here I will. I guess I could do a go give Tuesdays and Thursdays. There's a shout out. Playing board game. You're welcome. So yeah, welcome if you came in with the raid and are still around. I'm Jay Fries, play a lot of retro games, a lot of series of games. We're currently working on Professor Layton and the Curious Village, but we're also playing the Mario series. So we're going to be playing the new Super Mario Brothers and then new Super Mario Brothers Wii, and we're also going to throw in Quake in the middle of those as well. And we play games off the arcade machine behind me, but we also play Rise Quest, which is what you saw during the break. So, I've been enjoying it. Neil's like, why are these people bugging you with puzzles?
No, I'm saying they can't think for themselves, and they're bothering you with all of the work that they
These
should be
people
doing.
love puzzles. Yeah, it does break reality a little bit in the sense that they're
And
so
they
puzzle obsessed.
And they ask you to do things that wouldn't happen in any real situation in actual human life.
All right,
And also, Professor Layton points too much.
He points too much. All right, well, I'm gonna play a clip from Lady Chuckleton's stream, and y'all should go give them a follow, okay? Turn off the music here. Some Mario Party.
You bitch.
Oh, no.
Good locker. Good locker.
Uh-oh.
No. If you don't kill me, we both win.
Enters a village too accustomed to being on their phones, and then cannot think for themselves as a society, so Layton has to help them solve things because they're so addicted to their phones. Yeah, I know that laugh, that wasn't Lady Chuckleton, but that was an evil laugh, whoever they were playing Mario Party with.
You know, it's funny that you say that, Dark Passenger, because one of the things that mystifies me in life
Yeah.
are people who are digitally native, who have phones and have had them since they were kids, had access to the internet, the world in the palm of their hand, who can't simply Google things.
Yeah. Okay, I'm worried because this is how we got locked up earlier. And so at least we just saved, so we wouldn't be losing anything. Okay, I think it was this one that wouldn't properly rotate. Okay, it looks like it fit this time. There we go. We got it very close to solving this. Look, there's the cat. Yeah. Oh, don't worry. We are saving. We are saving. Yeah, we had to read. If you weren't here earlier, we had to redo some of the puzzles because I got a soft lock on that screen. Okay. Let's see if we've gotten all these people's puzzles. You sure I can't interest you in a nice cut of veal? It's a veal deal.
That's corny.
Yeah, he already said that. It seems that destiny has decided that I show you this puzzle. Will you triumph, or will the gaping maw of fate swallow you whole? Wow,
Ew.
that seems like... I mean, she's like a fortune teller, so... You want to create a cube out of metal wiring using the fewest number of wires possible. You can bend each wire as many times as you like, but no portion of the cube can have more than one length of wire running over the same edge. Don't worry about how one wire will connect to the next because you'll use a soldering iron later on. What is the fewest number of wires required to complete the task described above? I see what it's trying to say. It's like you could do one wire that bends like this. And that would be like one. And then you could do like Well, let's see. I think of like how many. This couldn't you do like. And then you could do. But you see what the problem is so then you do this one. And then you do that. So that's like 3. So we know it's less than 3. That's 3 as well. I'm wondering if there's one way you could. Yeah, here you go. There's 1. Oh no, you still got this one over here. Shit. I guess I'm guessing 3. I bet you it could be 2 though. I'm gonna try 3.
There we go.
No, it's not 3. You think it's 2 then?
Frankly,
There's got to be a way you can do 2.
that should do it. Ah, I suppose.
Is it
I thought-
1? Could you do 1? I don't think you could do 1. Huh. Alright, let's do this. Wait, hold on. Alright, let's do the whole side. And then down. And then the whole bottom. Oh wait, I can't do the whole bottom. Yeah, it seems like every time I try to do one side. I don't think it's 1. Have y'all ever made a cube that's just 1?
1 what?
Piece of wire. Wow, I almost did it with that one. Oh, see, but then there's 2 stragglers. 2, 3, which I've tried 3 and I've tried 2. I don't think you could do it with 1. Oh man, that was close. 1. I did it.
There we go.
Oh, it's not 1. What the
Frankly,
hell?
I'm ashamed.
What the fuck?
So I've tried 3, 2, and 1. But I know I could do it in 3. I mean, I guess we do 4.
Luke, here's my answer.
But I could do it in
Another
3.
puzzle solved.
But I could do it in 3. I could do it in 3. Goodness, I can't believe you solved it. It was meant to be. I'll tell you what, since you went and solved my puzzle, I'll read your palm. Give me your hand now. It seems that calamity follows you wherever you go. Try your best to stay out of harm's way.
Can you change your character's name to Calamity Jones?
Calamity Layton? Calamity Layton. I'm all out of puzzles. Alright, let's go this way.
Oh no. What will we do? No more puzzles.
I know. There's a hidden puzzle here. Yay. Red and blue 1. The box below holds blue and red balls. As you can see, the color of the balls and the color of their respective areas don't match. Slide the balls around the box so that the red balls are in the red area and the blue balls are in the blue area. This is just like the apple and the... except you have one less thing.
You know, I think I figured out why this game bothers me.
Yeah?
It's that the puzzles have nothing to do with the game. It's like I've played games where you have all these sorts of
Yeah.
things you have to figure out, and that never bothered me. But it was all, you know, inbuilt to the game. You know, it was like some task you had to do or something. None of these things have anything to do with anything. They could have gone and found a book called
Of puzzles.
1001 Puzzles and pulled all of these out of it. And to me, that falls into a busy work category, which is a category I've never enjoyed. I don't know why that just occurred to me, but like I keep waiting for them to give you a Sudoku puzzle.
I'm trying to decide what to do.
Does anybody know? Are there Sudoku puzzles in this?
think I've got it. Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Good job. This puzzle can be completed in 30 moves. Oops. That puzzle was a tough one. Not really.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but, you know, I just was curious. Because it seems like these have been all over the place.
Oh, what's that on the ground? It appears to be a scrap of paper. Can you please read what's written on it, Luke? Leave it to me, Professor. The boss hasn't been himself since Lady Violet's passing, and he shows no signs of recovering. That's why I've decided to make one as a tribute to Lady Violet. I'm sure it will put a smile on his face. Ah, yes, now it makes sense. Could our mystery author be him? I've worked my fingers to the bone trying to cheer up the boss. Looking out over Saint Mystere, I see a thriving, bustling village. With so many villagers to keep him company, maybe he can finally be happy again. All right, so here's my thought. Someone up in that tower is making clones. They're cloning the people, and that wife, the widow, is a clone of his dead, or it's either a clone or an automaton, like an android or something like that. Professor, what's the matter? You look deep in thought. Do what, Neil?
I said that kind of thought is kind of creepy.
Yeah. I can't confirm my suspicions at the moment, but I think it's safe to say this goes deeper than we thought.
Deeper and deeper.
Yeah. Yeah, androids are creating the puzzles. Oh me, oh my. It is not every day I see a handsome buck around these she parts. Your looks are impressive, dearie, and let's see if you've got schmarts. Try this puzzle for size. Why is she speaking that way? I'd be happy to solve any puzzle you have, madam, but I don't believe we've met before. You are a person. Nyam, nyam, nyam. You want to know my name, dearie? I'll tell you as soon as you solve this puzzle. Aces and the Joker. You've scattered. You didn't scratch anything. You've scattered a deck of 52 cards and one Joker face down on a table so that you don't know which card is where. Next, you start turning over the cards. You start turning the cards over one by one, assuming that you'll flip the same card twice. You can't flip the same card twice. What are the percentage odds? Oh shit, I totally used to do these type of puzzles in statistics class. What are the percentage odds that you will turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the Joker?
By the end of this, are you going to be doing calculus problems?
Yeah. A 52 card pickup.
52 card pickup.
Yeah, I don't remember like how you calculated this, but there was a particular way that you calculated it. But we'll say that, you know, with each one you flip over, you flip them over one at a time, right? So the first, gosh, I don't remember.
I like that they're giving you a statistics problem.
Yeah. So if you flip over one card, you have a 1 in 52 chance of flipping over an ace, right? And then you have a 1 in 51 chance of flipping over an ace.
No.
And then you have a
you have
1.
You have 53 cards here.
Oh, you're right. A standard scatter deck of 52 cards and 1 joker. So yeah, 1 out of 53, 1 out of 52, 1 out of 51. What are they wanting? A number.
Turn them over one by one.
What are the percentage odds? The percentage odds that you will turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the joker. Yeah.
I can't remember how to do this kind of thing.
Well, I thought it was like, this factorial or something. I can't remember either. I hated that. I hated I had a class in college called probability and statistics, and it was all shit like this, and I was terrible at it. Usually it was like a key ring, and you have like, if you're flipping the keys, and it was like it was different if you did them in order or if you did them like one at a time. That's true. It could be a trick question. Let's go back and look at it again. You start turning the cards over one by one, assuming that you can't flip the same card twice. What are the percentage odds that you will turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the joker?
I feel like there's a way to figure it out, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just stupid simple, like 4 53rds.
Yeah. Well, I thought it might be something like that. Yeah. 4 53rds. What would be 4 divided by 53? That's 7.5%.
Then you'd have to put it in ratio with what, 1 over 53?
Or it could be...
God,
yeah,
I forgot more
8%.
of this shit than...
Yeah, but see, I don't think that's it. I think it's something like... Because it's more than just 8%.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you could flip over every card. Let's assume you flip over every card, and there's only 5 cards left. Okay, so now there's only 5. You flipped over every card, and you still haven't flipped over an ace or a joker, right? And there's literally only 5 cards left. So now what are the chances? So it seems to me it would be 4 divided by 5. It would be 80% chance. Right? Well, it's 4 out of 5.
You have so many more odds of picking up an ace than you do of the joker.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. I think it being 52 cards is kind of a misnomer, because in the end it does. All those other cards don't matter. What matter are those 5 cards, and the chance that you pick up an ace is you have a 1 in 5. You have it like basically you have a 1 in 5 chance, then a 1 in 4 chance, and then a 1 in 3 chance, and then a 1 in... Yeah. So maybe let's try 80% and see what happens. That was a terrible... And
I can't even imagine...
And see what happens.
I can't even imagine a kid figuring this out.
Right. So it's not 80. So here's... It's time to get the piece of paper out. So... I think what it is... Like you have 1 in 5, and you have 2 in 5. And no, sorry. 1 in 5. 1 in 4. 1 in 3. 1 in 2. So, I mean, it could be just a 50-50 shot, I guess, in the end. Yeah. Yeah, let's look at... Don't worry, you don't need to bother with complex calculations to solve this one. So it's saying it's not complicated. Alright, let's look at it again.
Was that the hint?
Yeah, that was the hint. It's not complicated. What are the percentage odds that you turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the jack? And we said 80%.
The jack or the joker?
The joker. Sorry. It might be 50. Because it gets down to 1 and 2. Yeah. I agree with Lemon Square. Sometimes they are complicated.
I would have been totally mad at my parents if they gotten me this game.
What's the odds to find the aces before the joker? Was that your question? That was what the question is here. It says, what is the percentage odds that you will turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the joker?
I would say the odds would be pretty good.
I said 80, and that was not correct. Pick up the joker card. Oh, so you're saying is... Yeah, because... Yeah, so the chances... No. The chances of picking up... Hey, Zap. The chances of picking up the joker card is 1 in 50. Well, on the first try is 1 in 52. But see, they said it's not complicated.
53.
1 in 53. They said it's not complicated. You think it's reversed, and so you think it's like 20? I think so. All 4 aces before the joker. I mean, we can try that. I think it might be 50. So let's try... We'll try 20 first. And then we'll try 50.
Luke, here's my answer.
No, you're right. It was 20. All right, so I want to understand why.
Solved.
While it may seem like you need to take other cards into account, no card in the deck, save the joker and 4 aces, plays the part in calculating the percentage. So we got that part correct. Knowing that you only have to deal with 5 cards in your calculation, the rest is easy. You have 5 cards to flip, and you need one of those 5 cards to be last. So your answer is 1 out of 5, or 20%. Okay, I think I get that. Yeah, so it's about selecting which one last. And so, yeah. You do have a 20% chance of getting the 4 before you get the last one. Okay, that makes more sense. Because it has to be last. Hey, yes, indeed. That's the right. Smart and looks. You're just the total package, aren't you? I'm Martha, and I just love cards. Especially puzzles that use cards. Oh, those are my favorites. Yum, yum.
Do you have headgear?
I don't think I've mentioned how much I also enjoy the company of a handsome gentleman. Professor, don't we have somewhere to be right now? Exactly, creepy alert.
It's so good you have Luke to be the wingman.
Yeah, exactly. We'll try it again. Sorry, dearie, but I don't have any puzzles for you right now. Why not stick around for a chat? I'm sorry, madam, but I think we'd better get moving. That Layton could certainly get it. Look, it's a hidden puzzle. Oh, wonderful. Painting a cube. Oh, great. It's another cube puzzle. In front of you sits a blank paper cube that you've decided to paint. You need to paint the cube so that all faces that touch are different colors, using 3 colors of paint. Yeah, but we can mix the paints.
Why would you do that?
Using 3 colors of paint, how many ways can you paint the cube so that it satisfies the above condition? Wait, using 3 colors of paint, how many ways can you paint the cube so that it satisfies the above? Each paint scheme would be different pattern, not just the same pattern with the colors rearranged. So assume that you can't leave any sides of the square blank. Okay. Well, no, it's not 6 because remember it said you need to paint the cube so that all faces that touch are different colors. So I guess you're right.
Why would you do that?
3 color. How many ways? The 3 colors of paint. How many ways can you paint the cube so that it satisfies the above condition? Or is it 36? Because you can do it 6 times 6 different ways. But you have 3 colors and you can mix them so that you can do that 9 different ways.
I'm pretty sure they're not expecting you to mix the paint.
Oh, okay.
I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
Because you could make purple. Yeah, you can make 256. And also the amount, you put 2 blues and 1 red. That's a deep purple,
Are you okay right now? Because
well, it's getting late. I'm thinking of, what's his name? The painter guy.
Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. We need, he had all these names for all the different colors.
Burnt umber.
Yeah. All right.
Phthalo green and phthalo blue.
How many ways can you paint the cube so that it satisfies the above condition? You get it? Well, let's think about it. We only have 3 paints, right? So you can do 1 color and then another color on the top and the bottom.
Not even the type of paint you would use to do that.
Oh, wait, it said no touching. So it'd be like 1 color and another color and another color. Well, so the top and the bottom would have to be 1 color. And then, now I think there's just 1 way to do it. I think this is a trick question. Well, no, I guess it's 3 ways because you could do a different. Well, I mean, it's a cube, so it's the same no matter way you flip it, right? So it's gonna be 1. I think that's a 1. Yeah, I think it's 1. Yeah, because if you flip it, it's still the same way, right?
I'm hoping it's 1.
I think it's 1.
Well,
Putting my calculator away. Yeah. Yeah.
I did it! Yes!
Yeah, let me try solving it. If you have to paint the cube with 3 different colors, then your only choice is to paint opposite sides of the cube the same color, as seen in the diagram above. Even if you were to change where you used each color, rotating the cube proves that you're really just reusing the same color paint. Yeah, because even if you turn the cube, it's still the same, right? Yeah. Yeah. I could do that puzzle standing on 1 foot. Sure you could. Sure you could. Look at that. 82 puzzles solved. We've got to be past the halfway mark. Definitely, right? Ugh. Your head hurts? I'm sorry. Well, hopefully y'all all can go get some rest or have a good Saturday in case I guess the sun is probably rising there for Rock and anyone else who's over in Europe. But thanks everyone for being here. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern and on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, next Friday, 1 week from tonight, I will be doing a 12-hour stream from noon Eastern to midnight Eastern. And we'll be doing whatever game I'm on. We'll be playing Jackbox games. And I'll be throwing data at you for 5 years of streaming. Like, how many people have followed and how many people I don't know. I have a set of things. We'll look at some old clips, like the first arcade mode. You want to see what the first arcade mode looked like? Yeah, I have many clips. I'll have to think about clips from this year. I'll have to think about it.
We've seen a lot of people come and go.
We have over the years. Yeah, you can kind of look at the arcade list and see people. Hey, I haven't seen that guy in a while. Where's Edgy Rose? I want to know where Edgy Rose is.
Hopefully she's okay.
I hope so too. Well, she was one of my first subscribers. So besides Neil. So. Well, yes, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Peace and long life. If you can't be here live, go check out YouTube. youtube.com/jfriestv. You'll find everything I've ever streamed. If you want to go watch the first stream I've ever streamed, which we will watch the first few minutes of me streaming 5 years ago. It's always fun to watch. It's not that good. I think at one point I go and adjust the pillows behind me because, you just hit record and you go, right? But it'll be fun. So I hope you can join me next Friday. Thank you to all these lovely people over here, including my lovely husband, Neil, the mods, Pass, Evil Bud, and Flaming Baguette. Thank you all so much. And thank you to everyone who subscribes. Thank you, Mad Mothy, for all the gift subs today. Thanks, Lady Chuckleton, for the raid. If you want to hang out between streams, go check out the Discord. Good night, Snowy. Thanks for lurking and twerking. I can only assume the twerking was happening. So, me and Neil decided that we don't know. Well, we don't know how to twerk, but we don't know, like, theoretically how it would work, really.
I mean, I can take a guess.
I mean, we have theory behind.
I'm pretty sure I couldn't actually make my body do that.
Right. It involves moving your bottom in some way that I don't think I've ever done. All right. There is our raid messages. And let's find someone to raid. Oh, we were going to look at, wait, we were going to look for, Bejeweled.
Oh, yeah.
Which version of Bejeweled are you playing?
Bejeweled 2, I think.
Okay.
Or Bejeweled 2 Deluxe, maybe.
Bejeweled 2. There's no one currently playing Bejeweled 2. I'm sorry.
Well, that's a huge surprise.
We'll go with, there is someone playing Bejeweled 3. Although it does not look like they're literally playing it right now. These are past videos. It does not look like anyone is playing Bejeweled. I am sorry, Neil. You are the only person in the world right now playing Bejeweled.
I mean, I bet there's some old lady somewhere doing it.
Hey, Hunter, how's it going?
She bought a copy of it in Walmart.
Yeah.
Like 20 years ago.
All right, so we will look at well, we have Gay Station B. We rated him recently though. He is playing
she's got an old machine running Windows XP that's still not connected to the internet. She just uses it to play Bejeweled.
Oh, who are you talking about?
The only other person playing this game other than me.
Oh, okay.
Some old woman who bought it at Walmart 20 years ago.
Wait, it says Split Fiction, but he's playing Mass Effect.
Maybe he's waiting for somebody.
Yeah.
Or they ended it.
Yeah, must have. Can we go back and to Gay Station B and watch some Mass Effect? What do you think, Neil?
Sure. Wherever you want to go.
Yes, that's where we'll go because we need to wrap it up.
Got to pick up the kids from the sitter. Let's wrap this up.
Let's wrap this up. All right. Thanks again, everyone, for being here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And happy Easter, too.
Happy
If
Easter,
you're
Easter
Christian
Bunny.
and,
Walk,
and
walk.
celebrate Easter. I hope you have a happy Easter on Sunday. We'll be streaming at night, Sunday night on Easter. All right. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Stay safe, all right? Love you all. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.